Here are the officials ready to lead the teams out of the tunnel. Kerala will be all in yellow. On the flip side, services in red and blue. So not a lot separates Kerala from the
top spot.
Will get them there. For services, they will stay where they are even with the draw. But they have been battered with injuries and unforeseen departures. No Litton Shield, no Deepak in their absence. The likes of Rahul Ramkrishnan and Vikas Thapa Boi now have been setting examples in the image of MG Ramchandran, showing spirit and showing fervour. But they will need all of that and more for Kerala. A fine start which has faltered once. They are still within reach of the top spot. 3 points will take them. They must be careful of not conceding goals, but they have kept a clean sheet against Arunachal Pradesh on that evening. Narration Ashik scored and gave them a 2-0 victory. They were flying high, and that win had taken them to third in the table today. They fight for a different goal, different times, and the Santosh trophy is different every year. The officials in charge of this match, the main man in the centre, M. Sugandhar, will be supported by Sunil Kumar J. and Arvind Kumar. The fourth official is Bhagavat Sundarji, and the match commissioner Arindam Bhattacharya from West Bengal. New skippers this morning for the toss of the coin. Zotan Puya with the captain's armband leading services from behind. On the flip side, Arjun will be leading the Kerala side this morning. The number 29 who sits in the heart of midfield. Well, not long ago we were talking of services as strong contenders for the title. They can still be called with a selection of players, but setting a roster is very different from winning games. That difference will be tested today. And services in the hope for a victory. If they find it, they'll end as group champions. Their form has been as decent as that drop in that of Kerala. Sathivan Balan made a decent start and has games in hand to shoot up the table. Instead, they have stagnated with a loss in the beginning. Finishing is still a problem for Kerala. A guaranteed goal and guaranteed entertainment, those are just anti-words, as we know nothing is quite guaranteed in the Santosh Trophy, especially this season. Some breathtaking football that we've seen, some unexpected run of results, and lots of surprises. Whether they are in for another one or not, the next 90 minutes will decide. Match number 25 coming your way, live and exclusive only on FIFA Plus and also on the official YouTube channel of Arunachal Pradesh Football Association. You can stream, the matches can be streamed globally via FIFA Plus. And now we are set for the kickoff. Group A coming your way, services taking on Kerala. Now both the teams making 5 changes into the starting lineup. A new goalkeeper for Kerala. And so some respite, some relief as Kerala not in their usual dark colours, but in dark patch of form up against services. Two teams which have become perennial dark horses, led by MG Ramchandran, who fights hardest with his back to the wall and makes this team do exactly that. First versus third then. Everything is still within reach. It's almost always wonderfully chaotic. Services up against Kerala. These 3 points one might think are not important, but tell you what, they are very, very crucial. Vidyasagar, he will look to orchestrate play and be the bridge between midfield and defense and the attacking line. All eyes will be on Shubham Rabha as well, the number 29, playing slightly on the left, and how he adjusts to the system. He has MG Ramchandran opting to go with a 3-4-3 composed of 3 centre-backs, Samananda, Zotanpuya and Vivekananda. Then in midfield you have 2 central midfielders, Jijo and Robinson, with 2 wide midfielders in Shafil and Shubham Rana, who also act as a wing-backs. Up front there are 2 strikers and 1 central striker, Samir Murmu and Vidyasagar Singh on 2 sides, and Somesh Kothari through the centre. It is indeed a very attacking formation. You can have up to 8 players attacking at once when in possession of the ball, and there are many passing options that results from this unique layout. However, it's quite vulnerable in defense simply due to the fact there are only 3 dedicated defenders, and this man will look to exploit that, Sathivan Balan. When defending, you see the likes of Shafil and Shubham Rana drop back into a wing-back role to shore up the defense, and the formation eventually becomes a 5-2-3 instead. A lot of variations as well. Jijo will drop into a defensive midfielder role to reinforce the defense. And the wide midfielders Shubham and Shafil will come inside and create a midfield diamond, which is very hard to pass around. However, it can leave a lot of open spaces out on the wings for the likes of Akbar and Gifty to exploit. Safneed is also starting on the right for Kerala. A successive start for the number 27. Here is Shamir Murmu running into a crowd of yellow shirts. Chance for Kerala. Quick switch over possession. Only challenge coming in from Robinson. Here's Akhil with that lump upfield. Zotanpuya is there. A very dependable centre-back. Samin Murmu and Vidyasagar will come inside to play as 2 strikers, which means Somesh Kothari drops back into a centre-forward role. And this is indeed a great variation if you want to place more emphasis on attacks to the centre of the pitch. It should also only be done if you have a very strong striker who can hold up the ball and wait for support. A very attack-minded system that will allow services to score many goals if executed correctly. And to unleash the 3-4-3 in its full potential, Vidyasagar, Somesh and Samir Murmu will have to defend from the front. Safneed was brought down by Shubham Rana. There is always attacking threat though, even while defending. 3 dedicated attackers allowing counter-attacking play to thrive, and that can get from one end of the pitch to the other very quickly. It is quite easy to overload one area of the attacking half, as there are so many players already there. This can lead to Kerala being overwhelmed. Having wide midfielders and wingers make it also very easy to attack down the flanks. And the wide midfielders can easily make overlapping runs and then play the ball into the box, which Samir Murmu and Vidyasagar can also do the same, or cut inside to take a shot from the edge of the box. That is exactly what they will be looking for. On the flip side, Robinson and Jijo, they will offer attacking threat as well as defensive cover. Charge into the box to meet a cross or play the ball around the edge of the box until a charge arises. If Shubham and Shafil is out of position, they can drop into the defensive line to reinforce the defense as wide midfielders they get back. They have a ball to they have a ball playing centre back, pardon me, Zotanpuya. In case playing up from behind is a viable option, which is increasingly becoming the best way of keeping possession from the goal kick. It will offer quite a few defensive flaws, especially on the counters, due to the formation having only 3 dedicated central defenders. They got to be careful not to overcome it. Kerala, if they manage to win the ball back, they have a huge advantage to hit them. Kerala will have to target the flanks mostly, as there is not much defensive cover. The wide midfielders got to be incredibly fit and also to be disciplined to be able to fulfill defensive duties as well as attacking ones. Kerala, meanwhile, through Akbar Siddiqui. This is Gifty. And now Gifty. And that was the right idea to play the ball between the fullback and the centre back, but the run was not offered. Just holding his run on that occasion. Sarat Prasant. Let's see how he starts. Playing on the right back, Sujit on the left. 2 new fullbacks for this game. Here is Zothan Puya, the man who started almost every game for services this season. Just a first name on the team sheet kind of a player. Here is Samananda. Just adjusting pretty well in the absence of Suresh Mitei. A big test for the young Vivekananda, number 4, who's playing as a third centre back. Shubham Rana did come on in the second half for services in quite a few matches. Robinson closed down Vidyasagar, a first time tackle, and Akbar Siddiqui brought down in the centre circle. Free kick for Kerala. There it is. The 2 central midfielders, they can be vulnerable as well in midfield. That 2 in midfield can be easily passed around by a side with more midfielders. The only way to remedy this, the wide midfielders can come inside to try and help out. However, this can leave the wings very open. And that is why you see Kerala trying to switch and circulate possession around the field to the wide areas, not allowing enough time for the opposition to provide manpower out wide. Robs it almost inside the penalty area. A long clearance. Now Arjun. Akbar Siddiqui. Arjun's ball. Shubham Rana saw that. Shafneed. Shafneed keeps going. Drawing it out wide. The angle was too tight for a cross. And eventually that's gone out for a corner. Kerala have the first corner of this match. Just touched out of Vivekananda. Played shot. Almost getting there. Samin Murmu somehow managing to send the ball in. Arjun. Safneed in support. Low ball in. Zotan Puya with the intervention. Now getting the ball clear. Getting it away from goal as far as possible. They are tidying up at the back. Kerala in play. Low cross. Yet again Zotan Puya. He's been ever present. Vidyasagar. That's a stray ball from the number 20. The All India Football Federation just announced the commencement of the Men's National Football Championship for the Under-20 category, the newest age competition in AIFF's calendar for the year 2023-24. It will start in April, known as the Swami Vivekananda Under-20 National Football Championship. Will be held at the sprawling Ramakrishna Mission Ashram in Narayanpur, Chhattisgarh, having an in-house full-fledged football pitch, training facilities and residential area. It was out of the reach of Sajish. Both the strikers for Kerala in this tournament being among goals. Naresh and Sajish, even Mohammad Ashik was not starting today. Abdul Rahman, Nijo Gilbert, all of them played a very crucial role in making sure Kerala qualify for the knockouts. Vivekananda, Vidyasagar, Akhil's clearance. There's no Sanjuji in defense, mind you. Shinu and Akhil pairing up. The fullback being asked to play as a centre-back this morning, given that he's got the experience. And that's the kind of options Sathivan Balan has. Primarily a fullback. Shinu can also put in a shift as a centre-back. That leaves a head coach with a lot of options. Saraj and Sujit not been tested so much in this game yet. MG Ramchandran just deciding to give some rest to Christopher Kamei. He will surely need him during the knockout stages. One of his team's premium attacking midfielders who can also play slightly defensive. He's got great control on his left foot. Also a chance to see what Robinson and Jijo have up their sleeves. There might be an opportunity where MG Ramchandran might have to bring them on. Once it is in the knockout stages, anyone's game so unpredictable. You've got to keep your squad ready by giving them ample game time. Oh, a fumble from the goalkeeper. Just tried to lob it. And almost a chance of falling to services. Vivekananda's delivery. Mohammad Nishad spilling it. And just over from Robinson. And I tried to lob the goalkeeper within the first quarter. An open chance for services. Can put the blame on the goalkeeper as well, almost gifting it. But this is something which Kerala got to try and avoid. As I was mentioning about the commencement of the Under-20 National Football Championship. And these players will look to bring back the golden era of Kerala football, which started back in 1980s to the 1990s, when Indian football had the great I.M. Vijayan and Jopal Ancheri, who wove their magic. They made it to 7 consecutive finals of the Santosh Trophy from 1988 to 1994 and won it twice. And moreover, Kerala Police won the Federation Cup as well. And FC Cochin lifted the Durand Cup, which brought more prestige to the southern state during that period. Kerala's football did have a spectacular fall from grace soon after. as departmental teams such as Kerala Police were on the wane, and FC Cochin, the country's first professional club, dissolved, and later Chirag United followed them, which left Kerala with no teams in the National League. But things started to change after Gokulam Kerala is joining the I-League in 2017, and then the arrival of Kerala Blasters in the Indian Super League in 2014. As one of the founding members of the league, they managed to drive up and sustain fans' interest while changes to a lot of local talents to some extent. The 20 minutes gone, still goalless between Services and Kerala. Zotan Puya up from his centre-back's position. Chance for Kerala to catch them off guard. Zotan Puya is out of position, which is covered by Jijo. Shubham Rava also falling back, trying to form 5 at the back to reinforce, to shore up the defense. There's that fall back from the number 21, Samananda Singh, getting the block in place. Kerala will have one more corner. This time wide from the far left. Arjun towards the far post, and the header has found the target. That's a great goal. And the number 15 Sajish with his second of this tournament as Kerala takes the lead. A well-directed move. Short corner taken. Arjun from the left edge of the penalty area with that telling ball towards the far side. There it is, quickly taken corner. Gets the return. That's teasing cross towards the far side. Just getting ahead of his marker. And the glancing header from Sajish has found the target. Kerala taking the lead against the league leader Services. And a perfect start for Kerala. It was a premeditated the move. They must have trained for this, spent hours on the training pitch. The execution of falling in the right place. Shafil, Services now looking for the response. For the first time in this tournament, Services just going down. Let's see how they react. Do they have the character, the passion to bounce back? That is the question. Here is Jijo. Playing against Kerala, the man from Kerala. The same for this man, Shafil. He scored the winner in the opening game for Services. That was a 1-0 victory against Meghalaya. As the first game of every tournament for every team is quite important. Doesn't matter which team you play against. Vivekananda. Shubham Rana. Very watchful, the number 4. Sathivan Balan. A Kerala player lying down injured. He is well aware of most of the players playing in this setup. Given that they were part of the Kerala Premier League, most of them, a few of them Sathivan Balan has worked with during his stay in Gokulam Kerala as an assistant manager. This was the finish from Sajish. Always a competition between him and Mohammad Ashik. It's good to have healthy competition in the team. Also becomes a bit of a headache for the head coaches. But most coaches will tell you that's a good headache to have.
Team up! Team up! Team up!
Just following Kerala's Santosh Trophy victory in 2021, Gokulam Kerala also winning the I-League. Were also crowned champions of the Indian Women's League and became the first club in women's category to participate in the AFC Women's Club Championship. That was quite a big moment, a moment of pride and honor for the club. Now Shafil. Jijo. Vivekananda. Not allowed that pass from Safneed. Try to play it down the line. Maybe now. Falls for Shubham Rana. Delivers towards the far post. Kills the bounce. Well read that. Zotan Puya. Now Shafil. Vidya Sagar on to the number 24. Sumesh Kothari waiting in the box, just expecting a quality delivery to come towards him. There he is, just touching it out for a Kerala throw-in. Salat. Just piggybacking all of the success at the club level, the Kerala's state football team also grabbing the headlines for all the right reasons, hosting the 75th edition of the competition in Kerala, where they defeated the heavyweights Bengal in the final. An immediate change required. Sathivan Balan doesn't want to take risk with the knockout matches approaching. And Akbar Siddiqui might be subbed off. A clear indication from the physio. Kerala do have Nijo Gilbert, who can play in that particular position. Let's see if Sathivan Balan decides to bring him on. Nitin Madhu can also be an option. Mohammad Ashik as well, which will allow Sajish that freedom to operate down the left wing. Got to see what is going through Sathivan Balan's mind at present and how he deals with that situation. Shafil across. Vivekananda slightly clumsy. He was loose, the man close to him, and wins it off. Shafneed on the burst. Just snatched back by Vivekananda. Jijo, Shubham Rana, Samir Murmu. Ahead of him, further forward is Sumesh Kothari. Getting the return of a Kerala player as Gifty Gracious. A great chance for both the head coaches to test these players and see how they react in the face of adversity. Rana's ball. That could have been dangerous. Has the flag stayed down? It has gone up. The goal won't count. Sumesh Kothari with the finish. And there it is. Jijo taking it on the rise. Sumesh Kothari clearly off. That was an easy decision to make. So half an hour play gone. Here at the Golden Jubilee Stadium, its service is nil. Kerala won. The header from Sajish giving them the lead from Arjun's cross. Vidyasagar, Somesh Kothari to the far side. Samir Murmu also present to the inner channel. Robinson picks out Somesh Kothari with a clever back heel. Expected Samir Murmu to continue his run. Shafield's cross towards the near post. A decent ball in. Well defended by Shinu. And services will have a corner kick. That's the change. Akbar had to be taken off. So replaced by Abdul Rahim. A like for like change. Abdul Rahim in fact expected to start in the knockouts for Kerala. He's got more on him in terms of things to offer. It's Abdul Rahim. Now Sajish. Try to play in Abdul. Vidyasagar. Shafield continues to impress with his overlapping and his crosses. Somesh Kothari will win a corner kick for his efforts. Finally getting into the game, the number 9. Hasn't seen much of him though in the first 20-25 minutes. Now he seems to be getting into the groove. Truly warmed up. Shafneed shrugs away the challenge. Shafneed's ball towards the far side. Saw the run of Abdu. It's a great entry. Darting inside. Or was he held back? He doesn't complain either. The referee walks away. Shafil. Samir Murmu. A lot of workload for the number 24 of Kerala, Jijo. Vivekananda, Zothan Puya. The services prepare for this test. One of the back of a victory against Assam. It was a hard-fought victory. Had to deal with the likes of Alfred and Milan Basumatari. Two constant terrors for the fullbacks. The flag stays down. Abdul Rahim. Abdul Rahim goes on the outside, but the cross is deflected off. Just that little step over. Goes for the outside dodge. There he is. Will be taking the corner. Leaves it for Arjun. With an assist in this game already. The previous corner bearing fruit for Kerala. Will this be the same? Second ball quickly comes into the danger zone and spins towards the goalkeeper, Syed Kadir, who's beaten once already by Sajish's header. Apart from that, nothing much to keep away. starting all the games, all the 5 in fact, for services in this tournament. Shubham Rana, Robinson doesn't seem to be in a hurry, very patient, just looking to find the gaps, figure out from which area they can build moves to trouble the Kerala defense. Robinson, ball sent in, headed out by Shinu. Now Vishnu. Arjun. Gifty gracious. Samir Murmu. Samir Murmu opens up his body and pulls the trigger. Might still fall to a red shirt. And now Shafil goes for it. That last minute touch from Akhil. Just setting it up for his goalkeeper. Vidyasagar's layoff for Shafil, and there's that touch. Just guiding the ball towards the goalkeeper, otherwise Somesh Kothari on the stretch could have gotten the equalizer. Abdur Rahim continues to advance. Kothari's attempt is blocked off. Well, the Kerala defenders so far doing well to close him down and not allow him to take shots. And that's another nice 1-2. Touch was slightly heavy. This is where services looks to increase their tempo and play those cute little through balls and triangles and quick little 1-2s. Frequent exchange of positions. On the break is Naresh. Chance for Sajish. Yet again another save from Syed Kadir. Just kept out by Samananda. There it is, Naresh just playing in the number 15. And a favorable angle for the goalkeeper. And even the success for Kerala on and off the pitch. And more of that followed the streaming of the tournament online as well. Just like this edition, lots of viewers for this prestigious tournament. We'll see a crowd yet again this evening when Arunachal they take on Meghalaya. Left treatment, making an impact in this game with this delivery towards Sajish. Just setting up the youngster beautifully. And that will give him a lot of confidence. Sajish and Nijo Gilbert were the scorers. Two of them starts. Back the other way. And no nonsense there from the number 24. And deep into the states of football culture, you'll see all starts with the Kerala Sevens. A 7-side local tournament played largely by the local amateurs, with players from the African countries joining in as well. The teams play each other throughout the year, which gives rise to many young exceptional players who go on to represent the state. And the Sevens played mostly in the paddy field also kept interest of the game alive in the society. And of course, not to forget the contribution of the Kerala Premier League, organized by the Kerala Football Association. Shafneed is the product of Kerala Premier League. Had an impressive season with Sak Tirur. The competition involves 24 clubs and it says to be the only state football league in southern India, and also gives an opportunity to get promoted to the I-League, the second division, and also the Tier 3 competition of Indian football. Here is Shafneed with it earlier cross and Sajish. And his just shutting off direct route to goal. Murmu. That touch making it comfortable for the defender. Yet Murmu on the ball. Jijo. Shafil just couldn't find a red shirt on the end of that. Slightly ahead of Robinson. Sajish. The referee says play on. Vidyasagar. Sameer challenge from behind. Gifty gracious. They want to keep the score line this way in the first half at least. One more player is down. Regulation time of just 2 minutes left in the first half. The play stopped. A Kerala player is down. It's Sajish, the goal scorer. Some problems on his toes. And the magic spray, it comes out. Will give him some relief with the half-time nearing. He can go into the dressing room and have a proper treatment, can take time. Meanwhile, the magic spray will keep him going for the remaining few minutes of the first half. There has been a great involvement of the state government, taking a keen interest in sports promotions. Sajish has been shown a yellow card. Referee just asked him to go out into touch, just delaying things up slightly. Just getting ahead of himself slightly. Now Vidyasagar. Abdul Rahim. That's gone out.
4 minutes of added time.
4 minutes added on in the first half. And the government has taken measures towards ensuring more playgrounds and stadiums in all the panchayats in the state, in order to do so, to promote and encourage both men and women to take part in this game. A couple of academies also being set up at Kannur and Ernakulam last year. Wanted it played there. Sameer Murmu.
Come on.
Time and again those stutter in the build-ups will hamper the rhythm in a big way. It becomes difficult then.
Team up.
to outfox the opposition. The service is just not managing to unlock Kerala. And that goal coming in, as I've mentioned, not managed to provide enough defensive cover or shift manpower in the wide areas. Sajesh was there at the far post, converting that chance. No one closing down Arjun either, who played that short corner and eventually delivering the cross inside the box. If Kerala manages to play this way and maintain the shape over the course of the second half, you'll see Kerala scoring more goals. Once the game reaches the second 45, Kerala will rely more on counters with a slightly conservative approach. Even though the first 15 minutes there will be an interest shown by them by going into attack and getting in the insurance goal. Kerala wins the ball back. Just asking a bit too much of the number 11. Can services find the equalizer in this half? Samir Murmu. Vidya Sagar. Nicely defended. Quickly realizing Robinson going to step in. That's what is the sign of a good defender, when you could anticipate the movement of the attacker, especially what's going through his mind, and you can react accordingly. Naresh shielded off by Zotan Puya, who is good on one-on-one challenges. Jijo tried to measure a diagonal. Kerala defend well. One more attack before the lemon break. It's still in play somehow. Somesh Kothari. Ball comes in. Samir Murmu has found the equalizer just seconds before going into the break. And what a time to score. Services, they restore parity. And straight away the half-time whistle from Mr. M. Sugandar. Just when Kerala other ideas
Ladies and gentlemen, the half-time scoring
has utilized, and for all that ball possession, they're finally getting the reward. One shot on target, and that chance was